Hello, I'm Jamila Musayeva, an international etiquette consultant, author of etiquette books, and pre-recorded online etiquette courses. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about 5 body language movements that you can incorporate in your daily life in order to make yourself instantly more likable. So the very first movement that you probably already know about, but I'm going to teach you a little bit more tricks about it, is eye contact, in particular gazing to see someone's soul. When you are maintaining an eye contact, ensure that you're trying to look into their soul. The way to check it actually is to notice when you look into someone's eye, can you notice the color of their eyes? If by the end of the conversation you can tell their eye color, most likely you are looking straight into their eyes to gaze into their soul. But also, as an etiquette consultant, I have to tell you that maintaining an eye contact is a very culturally sensitive issue. What I mean by that is that in some cultures, like the Western world, it's very much welcomed and almost mandatory that you maintain eye contact throughout the whole conversation to ensure that you look confident, that you're likable. But in some parts of the world, like the Eastern Asian culture or Middle Eastern culture, it might be slightly frowned upon. In particular, if you're not a family member, or if you're talking to someone who is superior to you, then maintaining a straight eye contact might actually be disrespectful. So you have to be culturally aware of where it's appropriate to maintain eye contact and where it's better to look away at some moments. But if you are someone who is struggling to make an eye contact and you don't know how to do it because you were brought up in a culture where it wasn't welcomed and you now work in the Western part of the world where this is a must, then this is a trick I'm going to teach you. If you can't maintain eye contact for whatever reason, you're shy, you don't feel very comfortable looking into someone's eye, you can actually look in between their eyebrows, somewhere above the nose of the bridge, which creates an illusion that you're actually maintaining an eye contact, whereas in reality, you're not looking into their eyes, but you're looking at this area over here. The second important body movement that you have to incorporate in order to make yourself more likable by other people is to make sure that you maintain a genuine smile. And when I mean a genuine smile, of course, sometimes we're in a social setting where we cannot actually be smiling, but we have to show a genuine smile. In that case, I urge you to pay attention to the 3 components of a genuine smile that you can actually make your body create by thinking about something nice. If you're having a conversation with a person, say you don't really like the person, but you can make yourself think of anything good about that person, maybe good about the environment you're in, maybe think about something good that makes you, smile, a relative of yours, a pet of yours, your child in that particular moment, that will create automatically a genuine smile on your face. The 3 components of a genuine smile are the wrinkles around the eye, which are called the crow's feet. So when you're genuinely smiling, most likely you're going to have wrinkles around your eyes. Your lips are going to be lifted upwards and the bottom of your teeth are not going to be exposed. Because on the contrary, when we have a fake smile, there are no wrinkles around the eyes. Sometimes it also happens when you get too much Botox. But let's look at the lower part of our face, and that's our lips and the area around the lips. If the lip line is actually straight, it's horizontal, and you can sometimes see the bottom of someone's teeth, most likely they are faking a smile. And everyone can spot a fake smile. So I understand that sometimes we have to fake a smile, so to speak, but make sure that even your fake smile looks genuine by thinking about something nice in that surrounding or in that moment. The third body language movement that can make you instantly more likable is when you grant a delayed smile. And I know it sounds a bit weird, but I'm going to elaborate it in a few seconds. What I mean by a delayed smile is, think of it this way. Imagine a baby is crying the whole time, and the moment that the baby sees the mom's face, the baby starts lighting up, there's a smile on the face. So that smile is granted to the mom. It wasn't there before the mom arrived. So a mom feels a special connection, her heart melts, particularly for the fact that this smile was given to her by her baby that was crying before seeing her face. So of course, I don't want to take it to the extreme and say you have to be crying before you see the person that you're trying to make an impression on to be liked by, but that means that your face has to be neutral before you get to see that person that you want to grant the smile to. So whenever you see someone that you want to be liked by, make sure that you pause before you give that smile. This delayed, granted, genuine smile is going to make you instantly more likable by that person. And just like Maya Angelou says in her amazing quote, people often forget what we say, what we do, but they never forget how we make them feel. So when you are granting a smile to someone, that shows the person that you have actually liked them, that you're giving this smile particularly to them, and that instantly makes the other person smile back at you and feel like, if you're liking me, I'm definitely going to like you. The fourth important body language movement that can make you instantly more likable is whenever you are in communication with the person in front of you, whenever you lean forward. Leaning forward, bringing your body closer to that person, shows that you feel some kind of affection, you feel some kind of love or likeness towards that person. So you want to be closer to that person physically. But also it usually means when, especially we're leaning forward with our ears and our face and head, that means we want to listen more carefully. We want to hear that person better. And there's nothing more admirable or likable is when someone wants to hear you out. They want to listen to what you were trying to say. And so this body movement makes us subconsciously feel like this person wants to hear us out, and in return makes us feel like we like that person more. So leaning forward with your full body, or even just partially with your head or your neck, leaning forward that person will instantly make you more liked by the person you're talking to. And the fifth body language movement that can make you instantly more likable is when you are mirroring a person. This technique is something that definitely always works, but you have to be very careful when you're using it, because if you're using it intentionally and you're overusing it, it can make you look very ridiculously weird, because the person will catch on the fact that you're trying to mirror every single movement that they're doing. These movements have to be super subtle, very slow, very controlled, so that person in front of you doesn't feel like you're trying to mirror them or be like this monkey that's trying to reflect them in the mirror the whole time. Excuse me for my language, but for the lack of a better explanation. We have to make sure that the mirroring is very subtle. So for example, if someone is leaning forward, you might lean forward, but not immediately. Take your time. After they've leaned forward towards you, you can take your time and lean forward after some time. The same happens, mirroring doesn't necessarily only happen in the body language movement, so we're reflecting the same body posture as they do. If they lean forward, we lean forward. If they lean backward, we lean backward. Or if we sit with crossed leg, they sit with crossed leg. These are mirroring, but doesn't necessarily only happen in the movement of the body. Mirroring can actually happen in the intonation, in the way the person speaks, in the pace of the speech. So if someone speaks very slowly, you can also slow down your speech to match their pace. If someone speaks in a certain intonation, you can incorporate that intonation. Because the way this mirroring works, when we see someone who feels familiar to us because that's how we are acting, we feel like we're relatable, like we feel like we belong almost the same tribe. We feel like we're from the same family or group. So this belongingness creates this rapport, this feeling of trust between the two people that are communicating. So mirroring really helps you to build that credibility and build that likability and familiarity. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and do let me know down in the comment section below what were some of your favorite body language movements that perhaps you didn't know much about that really clicked with you. And if you have some of your favorite tips and tricks that you can share with my audience, please write it down in the comment section below. If you're interested in learning more about etiquette, you can get my etiquette books that are on sale on my website, available for international shipment. You can also get them even in ebook version, as well as one book, The Art of Entertaining at Home, is available as an audiobook. You can also join my Patreon Etiquette Movie Club, where every month I do an etiquette analysis of different kinds of movies, and so far I've done over 40 different movie analysis, from your favorite ones like Titanic, Devil Wears Prada, Roman Holidays, Gone with the Wind, you name it. You can watch all these movies by accessing or buying the membership to Patreon Etiquette Movie Club right now. And if you want to learn even more in depth about etiquette, you can get my pre-recorded etiquette courses available on my website. Two of them actually. One is called The Art of Entertaining at Home, that teaches you how to set up a table, how to host guests, and how to wrap gifts. And the second is called The Western Dining Etiquette from A to Z, that teaches you everything you need to know from the moment you step out from the restaurant down to enjoying your 5-course formal meal. If you're meeting a colleague, a business partner, or your parents-in-law, this is your course to take. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.